Mutability. Recall that an array declared with let is immutable, so you can't change it or mutate it, whereas one declared with var is mutable, so you can change it. An array is a kind of struct, and you can make your own structs mutable or immutable. To make the properties of your custom structs mutable, there are two things you need to do. In the definition of the struct, declare any changeable properties using var. Assign the struct itself to a variable, not a constant. In this updated version of song, there is a mutable rating property. So we have the song struct here again, but we have an additional rating property here, which is a var, not let. So the song title, artist, or duration aren't necessarily going to change, or aren't going to change. So those are constants, but the rating might change, people's reactions to it. This step alone isn't enough to make the rating property on every song instance mutable. The struct must also be assigned to a variable. So we have var song, so we're assigning this struct to this song. So the title is no, artist is Fizz, duration is 150, and the current rating is 0. But because this is var here, we can potentially change that rating because we have var here and here. We could not change the title, artist, or duration because those are constants within this struct. So we have song rating, which should give us 0. But it's not. But we should have 0 over here. And then song.rating gets 4. So then our song rating here would change to 4. And then when we ask for song rating again, it should be 4 over here, but that's just not working right now. Experiment. Change the variable song to be a constant. What error does that produce? So we are going to change that to a constant. Cannot assign to property song is a let constant. So just because this is a variable within the struct does not mean you can always change it. This also has to be a variable in order to change any part of the struct in the future. Note that the programmer who develops the type gets to choose which properties can possibly be changed. But any programmer that uses the type can decide whether a particular instance is mutable or immutable. So whether this instance is var or let, so mutable or immutable. Next, see what happens if you want to use the value of one property to figure out the value of another.